Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's unboxing and first impressions video, we've got another package from Gustin. Now, Gustin did send me this package as a sample full review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Gustin prior to publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there is affiliate links in the description box down below. If you're considering buying what is inside of this package or any other product from Gustin, please consider using that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small percentage of that sale. Kick back to me. All the money goes back to the channel. Tell me to produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. So you may have noticed there's been a fair amount of Gustin content on this channel lately, and that's because I like Gustin's products. They put out a good product at a very fair price, and most of it is made in North America, with the bulk of that being actually made in the United States and a few pieces being made in Canada. One of those Canadian pieces is inside this package, and that is my first Canadian piece. I think my first Canadian piece from Gustin. The other sweatshirt I have may be made in Canada. I don't remember offhand. I will have to check. But yeah, I've been genuinely enjoying the products that I've been getting from Gustin. Actually, one of my two favorite pairs of jeans in heavy rotation are my Gustin number 75 Okayama Standards, the other being a different brand, but a close third is my Gustin Cone, the 1968 Cone Mills denim. Really like those pants as well. But we have something in here that I've had the fabric before, but I've not had pants made out of that fabric before. So I'm a little interested in that. That's going to be kind of new and interesting for me to check out. So instead of me rambling on, let's open the package and see what we have inside. Okay. All right. So we have the Indigo Monster Sashiko 5-pocket pants, and then we have the Heavyweight Pullover Hoodie in the Natural Rainbow Nep. Now, let's start with those Sashiko pants because I am incredibly interested to check these out. I do have one other piece of Sashiko, which is a shirt jacket from a different brand, and I absolutely love it. Ooh, wow, they feel good. Now, this is interesting. Now, these are the Monster Sashiko. This is a 12-ounce Indigo Sashiko, and ooh, wow, they feel good. Yeah, they do. They feel a little bit beefier than I thought. They do call this the Monster Sashiko, and they are a 12-ounce, but they certainly feel thicker than a 12-ounce. And I will mention this briefly, but the ounces that you see in denim, or in this case, the Sashiko pants, is not the actual thickness of the fabric. It is actually how much a square yard of that fabric weighs. So take a square yard, fold it up, put it on a scale. It, in this case, will weigh 12 ounces. But you can kind of equate the weight with thickness because it does generally feel a little bit thicker. But as far as these go, these are a 12-ounce, but they certainly feel more like a 14 or 15-ounce. Ooh, but they feel very nice, and they look great. These are the straight fit. These come in the straight, slim, and skinny fits. We have our plain blue arcuate that we see on all of the Gustin. We have a solid leather patch. We do have tonal stitching throughout, if you can kind of see on the inside and everything, but these are nice. Now, the Gustin Indigo Monster Sashiko 5-pocket pants come in at $139 USD. They are currently available in their stock store in the straight, slim, and skinny fits. They are a 12-ounce, 100% cotton fabric that is a traditional Sashiko style. Now, every time I talk about a pair of Gustin pants, I talk about sizing, and I'm going to do so again for two reasons. I really want to drive home that Gustin does not follow vanity sizing, and Gustin recommends that you size up one size in the Monster Sashiko. So what vanity sizing is are tagged pants in a big box store. Think a pair of Levi's or a pair of H&M pants. They are tagged at, in my case, a 32 waist. It's not actually 32 inches circumference. It's actually 34.5 inches circumference. That is vanity sizing. They do it I can't say this definitively, but they do it to make you feel better about yourself. You know, everyone's self-conscious about their weight, so if you think you're buying a 32 when you're really like a 34 inch around, it makes you feel better. Gustin does not follow that. So if you want, in my case, I want that same 34.5 inch waist that I would get in a pair of Levi's tagged at a 32, I have to get Gustin in a 34 because a 34 is a 34.5 inch waist. So vanity sizing is actually tagged about 2.5 inches smaller than the actual circumference of the waistband of the jeans. So whenever you're getting a pair of, well, in this case, Sashiko, but like I always talk about with selvage or anything like that, check the size guides. Some companies will follow vanity sizing. Some companies do not. Gustin does not, but they also recommend that you size up one size. So I got these in a 35 waist, which is a 35.5 inch waist. I've not tried them on yet. We're going to try them on in a minute here, but I really wanted to drive home that point to check the size guides. If you don't believe me, get a pair of pants that fit you well, measure it. You can just lay it flat, measure across, or you can put the tape around your waist and buy a pair of pants from Gustin according to that size. But buy the Sashiko one size up from what you would normally get. Again, mine are a 35. And trying the Monster Sashiko on for the very first time, they feel pretty good. Yeah, these are a size 35, but honestly, they don't feel too big on me at all. I do have a little bit of extra room in the waist, but it is about the same that it would have in the 34. So I am happy that I did follow their size guides and go up to the 35.5 inch waist, because I think the 34 would probably still fit me, especially after they stretched out a little bit, but they might have been a little bit snug at first, where these do feel pretty comfortable right out of the gate. Now, one thing I did notice trying to put them on is they don't slide like a denim jean would, because this is a woven pattern. It does have a little bit more friction. I don't want to make that sound like it was hard to put them on. It certainly was not, but when you put on a pair of jeans, your legs just kind of slide down through them. I'm not saying that that wasn't the case here, but because I am wearing socks, my socks kind of created a little bit more friction than they would in a pair of jeans against the Sashiko, and I did have to kind of work my foot through the pant leg just a little bit. Not a big issue. Generally, when I put my pants on in the morning, I am not wearing socks, so they will slide on pretty easily. But, you know, just a point of note, something that I did notice as I was putting the pants on. But they feel really good walking around. I have a full range of motion. I don't feel like I'm restricted at all. Again, these are the straight fit, and I do feel like they're fitting a little bit slimmer than the straight fit in either of my pair of Gustin jeans, but I do really like this fit. They don't feel too slim on me at all, and again, I have a full range of motion. I can bend, I can move, I can do anything I need to, and they feel really good, and they have a really, really cool and interesting look to them. Again, this is only my second piece of Sashiko that I have had, but when I felt the fabric for the very first time, I fell in love with it, and I knew I was missing something for my collection, and now I have a pair of pants that also look and feel pretty awesome. But now, let's check out the Heavyweight Pullover Hoodie in the Natural Rainbow Nep. Now, they have a couple of different products that have a rainbow pattern to them, and to be honest, I really, really like them. They have a pair of jeans that I absolutely love. Ooh, wow, that is nice. That is super nice. And unfortunately, I had just requested a pair of pants the last time the jeans were in the stock store, and by the time I was done with them, they were no longer in stock in my size, so I could not get them. But this makes up for it, because this is awesome. This is a natural, so it is like an off-white, almost like an unbleached fabric. I don't know how well it's coming through the camera, but it is like a creamish off-white color. So, you know, when you think of natural, it is a true natural, and it has a rainbow fleck pattern throughout. And one thing I'm noticing right now, my hands are blue from the Sashiko pants. So, don't wear white or sit on white if you're wearing the Monster Sashiko for the very first time, because just feeling them, I just noticed as I can see the contrast of my hands against this natural, my hands are turning blue. So I'm going to pause and go wash my hands so I don't rub Sashiko off on this natural colored sweatshirt. And now we are back with clean hands, so I don't have to worry about rubbing the blue indigo from the Sashiko pants off on the natural sweatshirt, but this thing, it feels really, really nice. You can actually feel all of the little rainbow fleck pattern, which is why this is called the Rainbow Nep. The Nep is all of the little bits that you can feel that are raised in the sweatshirt. Now, the Gustin Vintage Heavyweight Pullover Hoodie in Natural Rainbow Nep comes in at $139 USD. This is a vintage relaxed fit sweatshirt that is made from a 14-ounce 100% cotton. It does have a nicely brushed back, so it is very comfortable on the inside. It features ribbed side panels. The cotton for the sweatshirt is milled in Canada, as well as the sweatshirt itself being cut and sewn in Canada. Now, once again, for point of reference, I am 5'9", 175 to 180, and I am wearing a size large. And this sweatshirt feels really, really nice on me. It is very, very comfortable. This brushed cotton in the inside is very nice against my skin. I am only wearing this over a t-shirt, so my bare arms are rubbing against that brushed, and it feels great. Sticking my hands inside the kangaroo pocket, they also feel very, very nice. It is very, very plush and comfortable in there. And the size large is fitting me very, very nicely. I have plenty of room on the inside, and I do not feel as though I am too bulky. I can toss this on and then throw on any one of my denim jackets on top of it and still have a full range of motion. I have had plenty of heavyweight sweatshirts that were nice and comfortable, but they were certainly very, very bulky, and you really couldn't wear anything other than, say, a oversized vest on top of them. They would have to be your outer layer. I can totally wear this as a mid layer and still get it on underneath any number of my jackets. And again, I do really dig this rainbow nep pattern. Gustin has been doing this on a number of their products with some sort of rainbow accents on them. And again, that one pair of pants that I have been trying to get but just seems to be out of reach every single time, this helps to fill the void that I missed in those pair of pants. But yeah, I'm really digging it. It is very comfortable and it's feeling very, very nice on the body. So my overall first impressions of both the Gustin Monster Sashiko pants and the Vintage Heavyweight sweatshirt are very positive. I do have one point of caution with the pants. Don't wear anything white or sit on anything light. My hands did turn quite blue just from trying them on and kind of feeling the fabric. So if you wear a white shirt, you're probably gonna have some crocking. If you sit on anything white or lightly colored, like couches or leather, you're going to have some crocking, or indigo transfer, you're gonna turn it blue. So just be careful with your wearing until you've worn them for a while, or you've done like a cold soak or run them through the machine. If you cold soak them, I would say to agitate them a little bit by hand. That will help to release any of that indigo that's kind of sitting on the top. That's not just going to float off when you put water on them. So maybe agitate them just a little bit, but still just use caution with what you're sitting on or what you're wearing when you're first wearing them. You will also probably have some crocking on your boots or shoes. So if you wear like a pair of white high top Chucks, you're going to probably have a pair of indigo high top, or at least two-tone white and indigo Chucks. So be careful when you're breaking them in. I've experienced this with other like indigo and indigo pants. They do crock quite a bit. So just be careful, just be cautious, but they felt very, very good. I don't know why in my brain I thought they were going to feel like a pair of jeans when I slid them on. They didn't feel bad. They just felt a little different and I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, they felt good. They fit good. They fit a little bit slimmer in the leg than the straight fit of the two pairs of Gustin jeans I have, but I still had plenty of room. They were still more of a true straight fit. They didn't really taper, and they were certainly not a slim fit or a skinny fit by any means. Now, I did size up again, that full size, so I got mine in a 35 in the waist, felt fine. I did not have a belt on when I did my initial try on, but I'm sure when I did the B-roll that you already saw, I was wearing a belt because I wore them to work and I do those on my lunch break at work, so I will have worn a belt to work. But trying them on initially, I didn't put a belt on and they weren't falling down, so the sizing up would work well without having them feel too bulky, because I didn't want the top block to feel, I was a little apprehensive because I didn't want the top block to be too big and have like a lot of room in my hips or my thighs, but they still fit really, really good. And I'm sure they will shrink up a little bit once I wash them. I will probably run them through the machine down the line, but I always hang dry any of my heritage wear, that being, you know, any kind of duck or selvage, or in this case Sashiko. I usually hand wash, but I may wash it in the machine, but I will always hang it dry, whether I leave it outside to hang up in the heat during the summer, or downstairs in my basement I'll hang it up over by my furnace, because once the furnace kicks on it gets pretty warm and it dries it pretty quickly. But I always hang dry that kind of stuff. So thus far, again, very happy with my first impressions of both the sweatshirt and the pants. And yes, I did take off the pants before I tried the sweatshirt because I didn't want to dye the sweatshirt indigo before I got a chance to actually wear it. So happy, but I'm going to be careful with what I'm wearing with the Sashiko pants until I get them broken in just a little bit. But stay tuned, there will be full real user reviews of both of these products in the future. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.